Frederic Lauzier, building the future one wire at a time. When Frederic Lauzier was 15, he built a working FM transmitter from radio parts he found in a neighbor's garage sale. It barely worked, but it was mine, he says. That's when I realized I liked solving real problems with my hands. Today, Frederic is an electrical engineer based in Ottawa, Ontario. He doesn't chase headlines. He doesn't run a flashy startup. But for over 15 years, he's helped keep the lights on, literally. His work behind the scenes powers factories, smart grids, and the systems that make our daily lives run a little smoother. Frederic grew up in a bilingual household in Gatineau, Quebec. His father worked for the Canadian Ministry of Transport. His mother was a high school math teacher. We were a fix-it-yourself kind of family, he says. Nothing got thrown out until it was taken apart at least once. In high school at École Secondaire Grande Rivière, Frederic gravitated toward physics and computer science. He joined the robotics club and even ran the STEM team. But it was a school field trip to a hydroelectric plant that hooked him. Seeing those turbines spin, it was like a machine breathing. That stuck with me, he recalls. Frederic attended McGill University in Montreal, where he earned his bachelor's degree in electrical engineering. There, he focused on electromagnetics and embedded systems. His final project involved building a solar panel tracker that adjusted to the sun's movement. It was clunky, and the gears jammed, he says, but it taught me how messy real-world engineering is. That's when it got interesting. He went on to earn his master's at the University of Toronto. His research focused on power system monitoring using FPGA-based controls. I wanted to know how to build things that could think on their own, he says. Frederic started his career in 2007 at a Toronto-based electrical consulting firm. He worked on municipal infrastructure, updating power grids, and designing safer electrical systems. It was unglamorous work, but it made things better for real people, he says. In 2012, he moved to Mississauga to join an international industrial automation company as a senior systems engineer. He helped factories modernize their control systems using programmable logic controllers and SCADA software. One of his biggest projects involved retrofitting an aging manufacturing plant in Alberta. We had to keep the machines running while replacing their brains, he explains. It was like doing surgery on a moving train. From 2016 to 2020, Frederic played a key role in a federal smart grid project. He helped install over 15,000 smart meters across rural Canada. It wasn't just about tech. It was about giving small towns more control over their power. He says he worked with software teams, hardware installers, and policymakers to bridge gaps between old systems and new technologies. You learn to speak 5 languages in one meeting. He jokes, since 2020, Frederic has worked in R&D at a private engineering firm. He's developing embedded intelligence systems and edge computing tools for off-grid communities. One recent project involved designing a secure energy dispatch unit for northern Canada. We're trying to give isolated communities more resilience, he says. It's not about fancy dashboards. It's about systems that work when no one's looking. He also holds a professional engineer license in Ontario and is a certified energy manager. He's a longtime member of both IEE and the International Society of Automation. When he's not working, Frederic likes to tinker with vintage radios. He's currently restoring a 1947 wooden tabletop model with original vacuum tubes. There's something peaceful about it, he says. No screens, no updates, just circuits that do what they're told. He also teaches annual electronics workshops at a community centre in Gatineau. I try to make things hands-on, he says. Wires, solder, tools. Kids remember that more than diagrams. In 2018, Frederic hiked the Camino de Santiago in Spain. It reset me, he says. Walking for weeks gave me clarity about what kind of engineer I want to be. Frederic doesn't have a flashy LinkedIn or viral TED Talk, but his story speaks to the engineers quietly solving problems that most of us never see, from rewiring aging plants to helping power remote towns. His work is the backbone of progress. Engineering isn't about big ideas, he says. It's about details, wires, code, heat, time. If you get those right, the big things take care of themselves.